Hello guys, how are you? Well, I haven't made one of these videos in a while. I've been having a little break from making videos. I think maybe I burnt myself out a bit. So welcome back to the Great Apostate. I hope you're doing well. Cinnamon, my dog's hiding just over the side here. My son's battleship is here. All's well. I've been quite busy with another thing actually. As you know, some of you know, I write. And so I write ex-Jehovah's Witness stuff. I've written a book called The Great Apostate. I've written another book called How to Leave a Cult. And I've actually written a third book, but I don't mention it. It's under a pseudonym. It's porn. It's not porn, honestly. But I've written a fourth. That's right. It actually is. It's a cool story. I'm really proud of it. I've got it here. It's only beginning. Now, it's actually done in collaboration with another ex-Jehovah's Witness from Brazil, of all places, a children's illustrator. This is the paper version of it. It's going to be come out. It's going to be printed and everything. And it's a book I wrote for my kids. It's called Alcazar the Alien. So, as you can see, I'll get there to you. Some of the beautiful artwork that has been done by my Brazilian friend. I get the whole name, Rafael St. Clair Braga. Some of you might be friends with him on Facebook. He's a marvelous guy, very smart, and also soon to be a professor of linguistics. My goodness, what's he doing slumming with me? This is my book. I wrote this little poem for my kids. This is the one we printed out on paper and glued it all together, or taped it all together, so we could check for spelling errors. And soon it will be released to the world for Christmas. And I hope it's going to be fun. I hope anybody, if you have kids, I hope you enjoy it. Who knows? But if you want to read something else funny, it's amusing, read my witness stuff, which I like, I'm proud of, and some people say is nice. Gonna go back old school here. I found this online and I thought this was really funny. As you know, I said I wasn't going to be making, as many Jehovah's Witness videos, but I had to do this one because I really did feel it, and I hadn't been feeling them recently, but this one I do. Remember how anything that happened in the world was used to confirm that we were in the truth? Do you remember that? I do. I remember specifically, what was it? The Year of Peace and Security United Nations did. You all remember that? If you were as old as me, the United Nations said Year of Peace and Security. They had all the religions around like the main auditorium in New York in the United Nations headquarters, and this was like, it was like front of the watchtower, and we were all pissing ourselves waiting for a new system over it. Nothing didn't come. But here's somebody's written, and I think it's really good what they've written. Over the years in my talk in pioneer schools that I taught, ooh, look at you. I was only a pioneer for like 6 months. I used absolutely any event or story to confirm that we had the truth. Here are some examples. Someone at the door listened to us. Holy Spirit directed us there. Someone at the door didn't listen to us. We gave them a chance, and not everyone will listen anyway. No one has been disfellowshipped from the congregation recently. Jehovah has a clean organization. Someone just disfellowshipped. Jehovah's cleaning his organization. There is gossip in the congregation. We are all imperfect, and that's why we have the Bible with examples of imperfection. There is very little gossip in the congregation. We are working on being kind, which is the mark of true Christians. Crime is going up. Sign of the last days. I've got a brilliant book. Oh, you're falling over. Sorry. I've got a brilliant book, which I actually have somewhere here, if I can find it. It's actually called Sign of the Last Days When. It's not published anymore, I'm sorry to say. Where is it? I wish I could find it for you. But anyway, if you can find Sign of the Last Days When, you'd be a very happy person to read it, because it's awesome. So anyway, crime is going up. Sign of the Last Days. Woohoo! Hang on, are you in the way? Is there something in the way of me? I think there might be. Let me fix that for you. I think that's better. Crime is going down. Peace! It's craziness. Okay, this is better. Oh, we got you? Great. Peace! Sign of the last days. Newspapers praise us. More evidence that we are the true religion. Newspapers criticize us. In the last days, ridiculers will be here so that no evidence we have. So that's evidence that we have the true religion. Oh, I remember that. Other churches are making movies and using technology. Disgusting. True Christians don't make movies, we preach. Other churches are using their Bibles on a smartphone. Why? We use real books. Our organization is now making movies and using smartphones. Well, true Christians have always used the latest technology in printing, so it makes sense to save money, blah, blah, blah. Do you not think everything the Jehovah's Witnesses do is based on saving money now? I mean, I really do think that. It seems that everything, it's just a constant money thing for them. I suppose you have to save it all for those child abuse payouts. I would use any event as evidence that we had the truth. Even crazy stuff like if a worldly person donated a pair of tires to a witness, then I wouldn't give credit to the worldly person. I would say Jehovah is using that worldly person, or that maybe they recognize that this is the truth and that's why they donated. What about you? So, a few comments here down below, which I thought great. Science fits our narrative, we have the truth. Science doesn't fit our narrative, Satan's lies. That's very good with the 607 date, isn't it? That's very common. Yes, Babylon or Jerusalem was destroyed in 607. Was it? Maybe not. Okay, anyway. Everything bad that happened was Satan. That's right. Every little coincidence is always used as evidence. The positives are always blessings, the negatives, signs of the times, or Satan's influence. It's quite convenient. Too bad if it all falls apart when you consider the implications of this type of reasoning. Now, what else have we got? Jehovah intervenes to make sure I safely get to the convention, but allows unforeseen events to test our faith and hope in the resurrection when a bunch of witnesses drown in a terrible accident en route to a convention in Nigeria. The angels look after us as we preach door to door, except when they don't, such as the time a furious householder pushed me down some steps and I sustained a fractured wrist. Or the sister in another part of the country was terrorized by a local motorcycle gang. A sister was shot dead while preaching door to door in the ghetto. True story. Or the innumerable stories promoted on JW Broadcasting of JW members arriving in a city after a terrorist attack that killed non-witnesses, taken as evidence Jehovah looks after his witnesses. It's always, yes, Jehovah looks after you, but he's not looking after those people who just got murdered. No, not so much. Okay, where are we going here? I see a lot of this with Christianity in general. Inserting God into curing disease, acquisition of a new job, good grades in school, all things that are far within the realm of possibility. Frankly, it cheapens the concept of a miracle to help them to continue to believe in the unbelievable. Got to fabricate evidence where there is none. I agree with that partially. I do think people are keen to put God into it, but I think that's somewhat natural. And I'm not keen to throw away thousands of years of human belief in God for a sort of a modern grumpy atheism. I don't like that at all. But that's moving along. I thought how organized the parking was at conventions and how nice everyone was proved we had the truth. I thought that too. You're not alone. And the thing is, I used to find Jehovah's Witnesses, this is by the end of my video here, they actually set you up for failure, right? So what they do is and I said this in my book, if any of you have read it, is that it's called The Great Apostate. I said this, and I actually I said that what we do is we actually put a target on our own backs with our own hands, and we say, please hit us, kick us as hard as you can. And then when that happens, when we go, see, the world hates us. And then that draws us closer into the congregation because we think that the world is bad. Whereas actually we made the world treat us like shit because we were kind of dicks. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. More to come. And then I'm going to pick up my son. Have a bit of a laugh with him. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.